SAFE is the largest organization in the South and third largest in the United States, providing comprehensive services for survivors of domestic and sexual violence, sex trafficking, and child abuse. Survivors come to us, and it is so helpful to have someone or a team of people come and say, "We are here for you."
Survivors of violence come from very diverse backgrounds, and oftentimes safe and stable housing is the key to breaking that cycle, because housing and violence are inextricably linked.
Most of our clients are single mothers, and sometimes they don't see any other options but staying within that violent environment. Because without housing, either they're couch surfing or going into shelters, jumping from shelters to shelters, or the saddest thing is most of them go out and live out in the streets.
We have 1,000 people we house or shelter every single night at Safe Alliance, and half of them are children. At any given time, we have over 100 people waiting for emergency shelter. These are children, families sleeping in their cars, under a bridge, who are literally homeless, who are on the streets. SAFE has a whole continuum of housing in which people might come to our shelter, but then we're able to transition them to rapid rehousing, like for a year, for instance, or transitional housing for 2 years. And in some cases, they might need lifetime support through permanent supportive housing.
I grew up in an abusive home, very abusive home. Every time my mama would run me off, I'd go down the hill to Town Lake. When I was 12 years old, I'd sleep under Congress Bridge. And I'd sit there and look up and see the sky and cry. You know, a kid didn't have a place to go. Many years ago, I was in an abusive situation where I was with this guy. He was beating on me. The police was called. I ended up in the hospital because I was all beat up. And the police told me, you know, there's some place that you can go to without having to be in this predicament. I have been living at Grove for 17 years, going on to 18. SAFE gave me shelter. I was able to understand that I'm gonna be okay. I felt relief. I felt that they were caring. I learned that you don't have to be in an abusive situation. You can get out of it. And there's sacrifices you gotta do. But I do my sacrifices from the little boy I'm raising. I got your gift. Oh my stars, dude. Okay, I quit. Sebastian has lived with me ever since he was 2 years old, and now he's 12. He's an angel. I mean, I'm not saying because he's my grandson, and you know. When I took him, I said, this is going to be someone that I'm going to be able to take care of, nurture. They have all sorts of things here. Twice a month, they give it out, a pantry.
So at Grove Place Apartments, we do have an on-site pantry because you might not have money for, to buy groceries to fill up the fridge that you just got in your, in your new unit.
I look for onions because of potatoes and maybe some vegetables if they have fresh vegetables and stuff like that. Because I'm more into fresh vegetables.
We're not just here to fill out applications and house you, right? There's so much more connection and bonding that is happening.
Most of our clients do have difficulty finding permanent housing because of Austin's complicated housing system, but once they do find it, we try to provide resources within our agency and also from the community.
We have an incredible warehouse that is nourished by the donations of the community. And we've had survivors who say, if it hadn't been for that couch that you helped me find, for those pots and pans, for those plates, for the toothpaste, the shampoo, if it hadn't been for all the things that you provided to me, I would have gone back to my abuser. And they say that because they say it would have been too hard to start from zero on my own.
We've had residents whose kids started off in the children's program at SAFE, and they transitioned into supportive housing, and now they're at Grove Place apartments. And then we have a few that come back to us and say like, hey, my kid just graduated from university. So I think the impact is definitely generational.
Without safe, supportive housing, many clients would enter into homelessness, stay in an abusive situation, separate from their children, or experience financial instability. This is one of the most powerful prevention tools that we have. It is more than just a roof over their head. It is autonomy, it's safety, and it is a chance to heal.
I always say that the work that SAFE does is an act of care and love for the community that we serve. It's also good financial stewardship. So our services save the public system about $120 million a year. Those are costs that hospitals would absorb, courts would absorb, police departments would absorb. So an investment in SAFE is really an investment in the community that we serve, as much as it is an investment in families and strengthening families here in Austin, Texas.
These people need to understand that they're not alone, that they can have a way out of the situations they are in. It was a blessing to be able to be picked for what Sebastian could have. The things he needed, the things they gave me that I needed. That for me was a big blessing. It's a big blessing.